Hello, class, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on some very interesting stories. First, let's start with the Champions League draw yesterday. Talking about the group stage that was drawn yesterday. And quite interestingly, we are facing Bayern Munich again, like last season's group stage. So it's going to be a fascinating encounter. It's going to be interesting to see how we cope against Bayern this time around with an improved team, to be honest. We expect better performance this time around. Interesting to see Lewandowski, heading back to the Allianz Arena. It's going to be interesting to see if Lewandowski scores against his former team. That group is a group of death because we have Inter Milan as well. So it's going to be a very tough group for us. But we have to qualify from that group no matter what. Then we have Victoria Pleasant. So we have Bayern, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Victoria Pleasant. We are going to be discussing and reacting about that group in this episode. Then also talking about the reactions from the Bayern camp, as Thomas Müller have reacted, Neuer, Oliver Kahn, Nagelsmann, all have spoken after the draw took place. We are going to be looking at what they had to say. Then to conclude this episode, talking about Jules Kounde, it has been reported that Barcelona will register Jules Kounde regardless of Aubameyang's sale. So guys, before we get right into it, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and please make sure to watch it right up to the very end. As the 2022-23 club football season kicks off, the Champions League group stage has been drawn. As it is traditional proceeding, Barcelona legend Yaya Toure was present at that ceremony to assist with the draw. Even though it was largely automated this season, after finishing second last season in La Liga, Barcelona were sitting in Pot B, alongside Spanish compatriot Atletico Madrid and Sevilla. Real Madrid, though, on account of winning the league and the Champions League too, were in Pot B. Since Real were thrown into Group F, the Catalans were eligible for all but that group before the second round of the draw took place. Eventually, Barcelona were placed in Group C, unsurprisingly alongside Bayern Munich. Robert Lewandowski will face his former club in what suits the narrative excellently. In the third round, Bayern and Barca were put with Inter Milan, who have re-added Romelu Lukaku to their Arsenal this season. The last team to be added to the group of death was Victoria Pleasant. So Group C, we have Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Victoria Pleasant. What a group it is. This is a group of death, right? This is just a group of death. Barcelona have fallen into a group of death this time around. So we have to see how things are going to be like. But there's nobody who is expecting Barca like the Barca of last season. Because last season, I think we had Bayern, we had Benfica, and we had Dynamo Kiev, all right? But Barca could not even make it to the next round. And we had to take that and go to the Europa League. But this time around, it's gonna be interesting. I think now we have a better squad. Barca now have improved a lot. So it is widely expected that Xavi and his men sail through the next round of the Champions League. So interesting. So let's now talk about how the Bayern Munich camp reacted to this draw. After Robert Lewandowski's move from Bayern to Barca, though the draw is ever predictable, Bayern CEO Oliver Kahn thinks so as well, choosing his words very carefully. He said, "It was so obvious. Of course, we'll get Barcelona in our group." Coach Julian Nagelsmann too commented on it after berating the Blaugranas 3-0 twice last season. The boss of Bayern said, "The first thing that comes to mind is the story of Lewandowski. Of course, I hope we can achieve results similar to those we did against Barcelona." Thomas Müller is not one to miss out on this. And of course, he made an Instagram post addressing Barcelona fans and Lewandowski especially. He said, "What a nice draw for all football fans, Mr. Lewandowski. See you soon in Munich." Similarly, Captain Manuel Neuer sent out an optimistic message and, of course, mentioned the Polish Bayern legend. Neil said, Barcelona and Inter will be so tough. Two great clubs, two great stadiums. It's also nice to play against Lewandowski. Finally, Bavarian sporting director Hassan Slimavadic also spoke about the same. Brazil sounded happy to be drawn up against Barcelona. He said, only football writes such stories. We faced Barcelona last season too. They have strengthened their team well. They have a top team now, including Lewandowski. So those are some of the reactions from the Bayern Munich camp. Thomas Muller's own was really funny. Of course, it's a great draw for him and everything. We know Barca have really suffered in the hands of Bayern in recent years, and it's almost embarrassing. When we look at the head-to-head between these two clubs, I really feel sad, right? So I think Barca should take a revenge because the head-to-head is too bad. We need to make things better this time around. We need to tell them that we are also a big club. We are not a team that, because if you look at the head-to-head against Bayern, it's embarrassing. It's like we are a relegation team in the Bundesliga playing against Bayern all the time. We have to up our game. We have to tell them that we are a big club. We're a big club. So if Barca can try and avoid defeat this time around, just to make things better when it comes to head-to-head record, I think it'll be good. We can't be losing and losing all the time, and it's as if Bayern is bullying us. It makes no sense. So I think beating Bayern in any of these matches will give us that great confidence that we are going to qualify for the next round of the Champions League. So let's see how this group is going to play out. Then on to the final story of discussion. In a major development that will come as a big relief for the plans, Barcelona are soon expected to complete the registration of Jules Kounde, irrespective of whether Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang stays or leaves for Chelsea. This claim comes from Diario Sport journalist Manu Sainz, who reports that the two operations are no longer correlated and Barcelona can now press ahead with the registration of Kounde regardless of Aubameyang's sale. Having signed Kounde from Sevilla, Barcelona failed to register him along with their other new signings on the eve of their first La Liga game of the season against Rayo Vallecano. While the expectations was that the club could sort out the problem before the second game against Real Sociedad, things did not turn out that way, with the French defender reportedly getting frustrated over the situation. It was reported that Barcelona needed at least 20 million euros to register Jules Kounde, which they hoped to accomplish with the sale of Aubameyang, who is said to be closing in on a move to Chelsea. But as per the latest update from Sainz, Barcelona can now go ahead with registering Kounde without having to sell Aubameyang. Why the exact reason behind this has not been explained by that journalist. He claims that Barca submitted new paperwork to La Liga, which has been approved, making the registration of very possible about Aubameyang's departure. It could potentially have been made possible by one of or more players accepting pay cuts. Barca had been in talks with their club captains for wage reductions. So a clearer picture of the situation should emerge in the coming hours. If this is indeed true, Barca may not even have to offload Aubameyang, although the club could go ahead with his departure as they plan to bring in two new fullbacks. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.